This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is the Barbados Today morning news update for Thursday, November the 6th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. A resolution to the vexing Parkinson Memorial Secondary School teachers' impasse between them and Principal Jeff Broomes is now in the hands of the Ministry of Education. Following a 2.5-hour meeting last evening with 15 teachers and their bargaining agent, the Barbados Union of Teachers, Permanent Secretary Cecile Humphrey has promised to make a determination on the dispute going forward. Beauty President Pedro Sheppel told Barbados Today that during what he called a very fruitful meeting at the Ministry of Education, teachers were able to air their concerns about Principal Broomes and, in some cases, get responses from the officials. Teachers have said they're fed up with Broomes' management style, his failure to communicate with the deputy principal and other teaching staff, his refusal to accept any input from members of staff, and his introduction of programs without consultation, among other issues. Prime Minister Freundel Stuart says while he is generally satisfied with this country's Ebola preparedness, it's as ready as it can be. Speaking yesterday at the Democratic Labour Party headquarters after viewing the body of stalwart Tennyson Beckles and on returning from a CARICOM conference in Trinidad and Tobago on Ebola and chikungunya held Tuesday, Stuart suggests that the real test of this island's readiness will come if the Ebola virus actually hits home.
So, we've done most of what we've had to do. Now, of course, as I told the meeting yesterday, you can speak academically as long as you like and as much as you like about your state of preparedness. Preparedness is not a destination, it is a journey. And you only know how prepared you are when you have to deal with the reality. And therefore, we discussed putting in place a broad-based coordinating unit at the CARICOM level that would necessarily involve not only the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARIFA, and not only the various ministries of health and so on, but would involve Cuba.
Outspoken Cabinet Minister Donville Inniss has sent a strong message to hoteliers and farmers in Barbados, which he wants them to put in their proverbial pipes and smoke. Less than a month after Parliament passed legislation to give hotels sweeping concessions, Inniss, who's Minister of Industry, has told players in the tourism and agricultural sectors not to come asking any more from government. The minister was addressing a forum organized by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados on reform of the Barbados tax system. What is the IMF telling us and what should be done?
I hope to God that I don't hear the hotel and tourism sector come asking for anything more from government. I believe you've gotten enough and you now have to deliver. Similarly, the agricultural sector. I don't think there's any other sector in this economy that's giving more incentives than the agricultural sector. And every day we ask for more and more.
In sports now, Leicester Vaughan yesterday defeated Frederick Smith 40-37 in the Division II 2014 Massey United Insurance Secondary Schools basketball competition. Top scoring for Leicester Vaughan were guard Brandon Hope with 19 points and forward Zachary Cave with 11. Frederick Smith Kamal Boyce led the scoring for his team with 11 buckets. The game was played at the Frederick Smith Secondary School.
There's regional and international news after this short break. The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, November 20th to 23rd. Taste the culinary delights of top local and international chefs like Marcus Samuelson, Anne Burrell, Tyler Florence, Roger Mooking, Michael Hines, Dane Sadler, Daphne's Restaurant, and more. The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, 5th edition, November 20th to 23rd. Visit foodwinerum.com or contact Premier Event Services Inc. at 435-0670. Get your tickets now at Wine World or TicketPal.com.
Welcome back with news from the region that all police officers in Trinidad and Tobago must now wear bulletproof vests while on duty. The official order was issued by Acting Commissioner of Police Stephen Williams following the wounding of 25-year-old police constable Rondell Phillips, who was shot and seriously wounded during an exchange of gunfire between police officers and bandits Tuesday morning in Sinagastine. The constable was shot in his chest as a bullet had punctured his right lung. At the time of the incident, Philip was not wearing his bulletproof vest. However, TNT Police Service Social and Welfare Organization President Inspector Anand Rammisar wants the acting commissioner to go a step further and institute penalties for officers who fail to follow directives to wear bulletproof vests. Pain and anguish have again visited the doorsteps of a Tobago family with the death of a baby in her mother's womb. The full-term baby would have been given the name of Harmony Hope. 25-year-old Jai Duncan said the dead baby was left inside her overnight and she was given an injection to sleep. The family intends to take legal action. Duncan said she arrived at the Scarborough General Hospital carrying a healthy baby last week, Monday at 7 p.m., but was told by doctors at 10 p.m. she and her baby had a 50-50 chance at survival. The distraught woman added that she waited for hours in pain for the delivery of her baby, but it was too late. On the international scene, the U.S. Senate's new Republican leader and President Barack Obama have promised to end the political gridlock that has frustrated American voters. Republicans made historic gains in the midterm elections and now control both legislative chambers. President Obama says he is eager to work with the new Congress to make the next 2 years as productive as possible.
It's time for us to take care of business. There are things this country has to do that can't wait another 2 years or another 4 years. There are plans this country has to put in place for our future. And the truth is, I'm optimistic about our future. I have good reason to be. I meet Americans all across the country who are determined and big-hearted and ask what they can do and never give up and overcome obstacles. And they inspire me every single day. So the fact is, I still believe in what I said when I was first elected 6 years ago last night. For all the maps plastered across our TV screens today, and for all the cynics who say otherwise, I continue to believe we are simply more than just a collection of red and blue states. We are the United States.
Meanwhile, incoming Senate leader Mitch McConnell says he will make the ineffective Senate function and pass bills.
The Senate was the problem, not the House. The House passed over 300 pieces of legislation, many of them on a bipartisan basis, and nothing was done with them in the Senate. The American people have changed the Senate. So I think we have an obligation to change the behavior of the Senate and to begin to function again. That doesn't guarantee that the President's going to agree with everything we do, but we're going to go back to work and actually pass legislation. I've, by the way, been called by 3 prominent Democrats since last night. Prominent Democrats. They're anxious to be relevant again. You know, they're anxious for committee work to be respected. They're anxious to be able to offer amendments on the floor of the Senate and actually get votes. So, yeah, that's the way you get rid of gridlock. Now, it doesn't guarantee you've got a presidential signature on absolutely everything.
And that's our Barbados Today morning news update. We will be back again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screen play at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also, tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling. Doing almost anything. Having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.